Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Haven and Hearth, where I'm not entirely sure what has happened, but things are looking a little different, aren't they? Some trees have fallen down, and there's a mountain of bodies littering the ground. It appears something horrifying has occurred here, maybe some kind of terrifying storm, or maybe the actions of a nearby player. If I'm to interpret this correctly, I believe we may have had a visitor of some kind, perhaps someone looking to make peace, someone who might have brought some gifts. These actions that you can see before you could either be interpreted as goodwill or as vaguely threatening. Either way, I'm seeking to investigate to see if there's any nearby hint as to who might have done this. Well, alright, not so much as a drop of water or a scrap of food is out of place, so I can only conclude that a terrifying natural event occurred here, and I'm going to clean up. I only realized while I was cleaning up that there was a suspiciously stacked pile of wood blocks. Now, I have become convinced since that we've been visited. Alright, so I'm having a bit of an internal debate as to the fate of these creatures. If I suspect, and indeed I do suspect, that they were left here by a person, so instead I'm gonna take these dried hides out, and that'll complete my hunting quest. That's perfect, that's good. Now I have a bunch of dried hide, so that'll unlock me a ton of recipes. The hide straps, water skin, that's something I really like to have, so I'm definitely going to make one of those right off the bat. Grab a nice quality spindly taproot. I like to make it out of squirrel tails, because they can't be tanned into leather. Alright, that's perfect. Gonna pour my water into there and might as well just drop the kuksa. But also I can make a creel. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what that is. And I can also make a wanderer's bindle. This is the thing I really have my eyes out on. Perfect. Now if I equip this, I can leave my saw, but I might as well keep it on the belt, just to have it. So that'll give me another inventory column, much like the backpack. Now I don't actually know what a creel is, so I'm gonna make one just for the heck of it. My hope is that this is just a better backpack. Oh, it's a cape. Ah! Well now, this is very interesting. So I can equip it with my backpack, and it has an inventory of its own. Oh, now that's fascinating. I can also make more gildable clothing. Now I only have 6 hide left, but that is exactly enough to make a hide cloak, so I'm gonna do that. I suppose first I'll bring my sewing up just a little bit, so that this isn't the worst recipe I've ever crafted. And hopefully I equip this to my torso shirt slot. Ah, okay, good. Which is funny, I wonder what would happen if I use this higher quality water. Will I get a higher quality taproot lacing, or is the quality of the water not matter? Ah, indeed it does impact the quality. Oh, that's good. And there's a 6% chance to make it a cool thing. I like those odds. And here is what I was really excited for, other than the creel. I didn't realize this creel was going to be so cool. No. Ah, I already used my bunny hide on the hide cloak. Well, this is why you gotta think it through, ladies and gentlemen. Well, alright. I guess instead I'll just make a pair of wooden clogs. Although, once again, I'm going to increase my carpentry just a little, so that the end result of this isn't very low quality. Gonna start studying these Mirkwood offerings. Now, these take 1 hour and 49 minutes each, but they give me 500 LP. So if I could put together a study desk, that would be great, because these would be studying all the time, even when I'm offline. So I could just bang all these out in a day and have thousands of LP. That would be the dream. But I'm a few steps away from that. And indeed, if I gained a couple more points of intelligence, I could also study this Itsy Bitsy's web. So why don't I try to sit down for a meal here? I'm already a little satiated on blueberries, but that shouldn't be an issue. If I just eat the fruit roast, I gained Constitution, Will, again. There's Intelligence. And Intelligence? Thank you. Yes, that's 2 points of Intelligence now. So I can theoretically study this Itsy Bitsy's web. Yep, I'm full up on this, but that is perfect. Now, I'd like to once again reduce this from 16 hours down to 8 by doing that. As for the fate of these creatures, I'm a little too skeptical as to their sudden appearance, so I'm going to lay them to rest rather than butcher them all. I would love to believe that they fell and died here of natural causes, but frankly I just don't believe that. And it would be too much of a sequence break for the series to me have collected this moose that I don't deserve. So I'm going to lay them to rest there under that tree. And it was a very sweet gesture by whoever or whatever laid those here, but I'm sorry, I simply cannot accept. Alright, now that all the cleanup is done, we can get to the fun stuff. So my first plan here is to unlock pottery, and that'll allow me to make a kiln and such, but I'm going to need the land to be paved to be able to do that. So I'm going to grab farming as well. And I think that's everything I need. No, I'm going to need baking to make the oven. So instead of running the fire pit every time I'd like to make these fruit roasts and nut jerkies, you can instead bake these in the oven. So I'd like to get an oven set up. Let's see how fast I can do that. So this ball clay is horrendously low quality. I believe that's because it's being hard capped by my masonry skill. Now if I have a very low quality oven, that's going to detriment the quality of my baked goods. So I'm going to quickly snap my masonry up to, I suppose, 5. And that way I'll at least have a quality oven. Alright, and although I've just collected enough clay to make a kiln, I've started to have second thoughts. Quality 5 is just so low that I'm not sure I would actually enjoy having an oven at such low quality, so I think I'm going to put a hold on that. I don't know what recipes I'll require a cauldron quite yet. I don't think I have too many, but it looks like again and again I'm needing more LP. So I think it's time to turn some quests in, because that's, other than curios, that appears to be the main way of getting LP now. So this one is the one that entices me. Flowers for Goiskiesel. I need to catch a big fish, and then tell Goiskiesel of my exploits. I think I am going to do that. So if I take my shovel, I'm going to put that away. I'm going to take all this stuff out, and hope that I can use most of it. Alright. Goiskiesel wants me to greet Gerva, who's only 900 meters away. I can do that. Well, a grand barrier of water stands in my way from Gerva, so I suppose when I said I can do that, what I meant is, no, I can't do that. Alright, so I've sizzled up some of these, in fact one of each of these fish, so that I could test out what's going on with these. So, as it stands, intelligence seems to be what you mostly get from fish. Charisma abounds as well, which is good. I could stand to increase my charisma. So let's eat this roof. Yeah, there's a point of charisma already. How about you? Yeah, there's another point of charisma. And I'm cautious about increasing my intelligence at all, because that's my highest stat. I was hoping for perception there. There we go, there's perception. Now I'm really hoping for strength as well, so let's try to get some strength up with this nut jerky. Charisma works too, I'm also okay with charisma. There we go, some more strength. Strength, that's good. And, one more strength. There we go. Alright. The real cause to celebrate is that all those new discoveries gave me almost 2,000 learning points, so let's see how high I can get my masonry off that. Oh, to 8. You see, that's almost there. I want to get quality 10 stuff, though, so I'm going to need a little more LP before I can do baking. Ooh, this is a big moment. I've found a wild windsown weed out here. There she is. Quality 1. Probably hard capped by my farming skill, I imagine. Well, let's bring that up just in case. This is interesting. Someone has left their dugout canoe unattended. Or should I say, someone has left my dugout canoe unattended. Alrighty, Willowdoll, how's it going? Alright, goodbye, Willowdoll. Cool that I have a canoe now, though. It saves me some effort. Alright, now I'm fully kitted out with 2 shirts and 2 pairs of pants. Once I slap a taproot lacing on this one, my survival will be as high as it can be. Alright, time to tell Pligta what I've done. Whoa, Pligta! With the 2 KLP. Oh, Pligta gave me a few quests. Create an artifact, visit a cave, and tell Pligta. Catch a big fish and tell Pligta. Raid an anthill and tell Pligta. Now, Pligta, I'd be glad to raid an anthill for you, buddy. Alright, Pligta, there it is. You saw it all. Oh, like to increase the local perfect autumn leaf by 1. Well, thank you. I don't know what any of that means, but thank you. Alright, so now that I've got all that LP from Plagued, I can finally get my masonry up to 10, and that opens 1,000 doors for me. But this has all gotten to be pretty long, so I'm going to call it here. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.